y'all. What is up? Sorry about that. It took 27 minutes to get that going. I am so sorry. But now we can start the show, right? Let's go ahead, close that out. Close that out. And now I have wonderful, beautiful OBS up on the screen for you guys. Or not OBS, but the Helix patch. And it's blank. It's blank as all get out, right? What are we going to be working with today? So what we're going to do for today is we are going to build an amazing preset. It's going to have an electric guitar. It's going to have an acoustic guitar. And at the end of it, it's going to have that nice, beautiful tone from the 1980s. Well, 80s to 90s. That power ballad bigness. We're talking about chorus. We're talking about delay, some reverb, a wah pedal, a flipping wah pedal. We're going to be going stereo wet, dry, with an acoustic guitar. And this acoustic guitar channel is going to have an extra little sweet nugget at the back end of it. That way, if you want to play by yourself or you're a solo act, but you want that nice, big, huge rock sound, well, guess what? You're going to be able to do that with this one. So let's go ahead, dive into this thing, and really learn how to set up a preset, starting from the very finish, like start to finish, preset built now. So first thing right off the rip, man, you've got to make sure that your inputs are set up the right way. This is the handshake, right? Your input is where your guitar is going to talk to the Helix. And if you're not sending the right data to this thing, it is going to go off the flipping rails. It's not going to sound good. It's not going to feel good under your fingers. You're going to be like, what is off? What is going on? Is it me? Well, yeah, it's me. Right? 100%. It's the guy that set the preset up and set the preset up the absolute wrong way. And we can't have that, can we? Especially if you're going to enjoy yourself playing guitar. Because that's what I love to do, is enjoy myself playing guitar. And I'm not going to deep dive into the input settings that I'm using. If you want to deep dive on the input settings, I've got another video on that on my YouTube channel about how to set your input up and what the different things do inside that. So right off the bat, I'm going to go input gate on. I'm going to set my threshold for 59.4, negative 59.4, because that's just what works well with the pickups that I have and the guitar that we're going to be using. Oh, let's talk about the guitar. Flash, right? We're going to flash back, get ourselves a little Eddie Van Halen action going, right? You got to have it. Van Halen didn't really explore the power ballad era, or they didn't embrace the power ballads so much with David, but once they got the other guy in there, then they did a couple power ballads. What were they major hits for him? No, definitely not. But he did use a 5150, right? That's his baby. And a lot of the guys that wrote power ballads secretly used the 5150. It was a thing. It was a great amp. Still is a great amp. I own one of those. I cheated, though. I didn't go with the full cabinet. I went with the 5150 212. combo. So anyways, let's get back into this. So we're going to go input gate on. We're going to go 59.4 on our threshold. Our decay, we want a long decay, right? We want it to sound and feel natural. That way when we're done playing, and we're absolutely done playing, you know, hold your fingers over your strings or something like that and mute it out. It'll be okay. And I want it to activate as soon as I touch the strings. I like a touchy system, you know? All right, guitar input, or the guitar input impedance. We're going to crank that. And then guitar pad, I'm just going to leave it on global. This is, once again, know your equipment. If your pickups are hot, like super hot, when you strum it and it flashes red on your helix, dude, turn it on. Please, for the love of God, turn it on. You don't want to clip. And like I said, so this right here, this sets it up to be the handshake, right, between your lovely guitar and the helix. Once you get that going, good to go, crisp, awesome. So next, what we're going to do is I want to add an amp, right? Now remember, we said we're going to put a wah in here, and that wah is going to go bam right there. But first, we got to build the amps. And what better amp inside here than the one that mimics the 5150 block? What one does that? The PV Panama. So let's go ahead and get that PV Panama in here. So now that we got our PV Panama, boom. Beautiful. It's going to sound like crap when we start playing. Why is it going to sound like crap? Because I don't have a cabinet on it. So let's go ahead and just get our cabinet, and I'm going to add, for the cabinet for this one, I'm going to use the Cali V30 cab. And we're going to go dual, right? Because we're going to kind of emulate what is going on with a 212, with a 4x12, right? Typically when you're using a half stack, you're going to mic two speakers. So that's what we're going to try and we're emulating here. So I'm going to grab the Cali V30. It's a really good one. It does the things. It does the things. I like this cab. Ooh, hot, super hot. Wow. Jeez. All right, let's calm this beast down a little bit, just a little bit, right? So let's see, drive. Wow, they have it at 5.3. Now, this thing is a monster. It is a beast. And when people think, oh, 5150, they think chug-tastic, heavy metal and all that jazz. Dude, a 5150 can do everything under the sun. It's a great amp. It cleans up really nice. Really nice. I mean, it's a country beast. You can do southern rock with it. You can do, well, not jazz. I wouldn't do jazz through it. But you definitely get some country, some pop rock, some punk. It's not just Metal Mania, man. This amp is a baller. And then put in the chat below what you think of the 5150. You know, if you've ever played one. If you haven't played one and want to play one, you know, get out there and play one. 6505. I mean, it's pretty close. It's got the same topology for the most part. And then if anybody could tell me where 5150 comes from, kudo points. I'll send you a sticker, a band sticker. Band's got new stickers. Every band has to have stickers. Band's got new stickers. No Googling it, though. Post in the comments. All right, so bass. We don't want a lot of bass. Like, this era was all about mids, all about doing... It was mids forward, kind of trebly. And a huge misperception is to sound big, you got to scoop the mids. No. That is the worst thing to do for a guitar. Your guitar lives in the mids. So let's cut this bass down. We're going to cut it down to 4.8. Mids are at 5.5. We're going to bump that to 6.3. I think. Let's start there. Treble, we got to bring that treble up, man. We got to bring that treble up big time, because right now it's just a little too heavy. Presence, just a little bit more. We're going to bring that guy up to 4. Channel volume. Wow, that's hot. Oh, let's drop it down just a little bit. Man, I don't want to blow your guys' ears and mine. Ugh, that does not sound good. But we'll get there. We will get it there. By God, we will get it there, ladies and gentlemen. Let me cut that down because that's super loud in my ears. I don't want to blow your speakers out on your cell phone or whatever you're streaming on. Thank you for tuning in. Ooh, lots of noise. Lots of noise. We're going to clean that up, though. It's trust me. It's going to get good. So our presence is at 4. Channel volume's at 7.1. Master volume. Let's... get some thickness out of there. Let's see what we're hitting the front of the house at. Yeah. Starting to get somewhere. There we go. Yeah, it's got potential, guys. We've got some potential in there, right? We're not clipping the system, that's for sure. I just checked over on the mixer, and just so you guys know, we are not colored in any type of way. Like, if you want me to, I can show you exactly what's happening, exactly what you're hearing. Actually, I'll do that for you. You know, full on transparency going on here. So X-Air edit. Boom. As you can see right here, guitar 2 left, guitar 2 right. And I don't have these stereo linked. Here's the reason why. You stereo link these, then when you move the fader up and down, it moves them both at the same time. If I don't stereo link them, instead pan one hard left, one hard right, like a stereo link does, I can independently adjust the faders. So when I want to isolate the left side and see what the left side is doing, and then when I want to isolate the right side and see what the right side is doing, when I'm running stereo, it makes building presets so much easier, especially building stereo presets. And if you haven't played in stereo, then you haven't really played. So let's get back to it, because we're not doing a live stream on stereo setups. We're doing a live stream on big hair, 80s rock. You gotta kill it to grill it tone. All right, so let's get back to the thing. Boom. All right, so master. All right. Now, all these settings that I'm adjusting here, if you want like a geeky deep dive on that, guess what? We have a an episode on what sag and hum and ripple, bias, bias X, resonance, all that in the YouTube channel. So just jump on over there, check it out after this, after you set up this beautiful preset with me. And then, yeah. Knowledge is power, guys. So sag, we're going to set it at 4.5. Hum, we don't need no vintage hum simulation. I don't want to plug into this and go, oh, but it just doesn't feel right without the hum. I mean, this is what the hum does. That's it. Right? You hear that? That's it. Do I really need that going on? Because I'll tell you what it's doing. All it's doing is adding a low-end effect to your amp preset. And I can show you over here exactly what I'm talking about, because it's coming through on the analyzer, and it's right about the 61 hertz. Right here, I will show you guys. Boom, right there. You see that big hump right there? That's at 61 hertz. So it's sending you that 60 cycle hum that everybody talks about. That's what you're getting when you do that thing. It's unnecessary, in my opinion. So let's go ahead and just get rid of that guy. We don't need him. Unnecessary. Don't need that data. Hum's gone. All right, ripple. Down to 3. Our bias. We're going to cook these just a little bit. I mean, the amp is already cooked. And then we're going to leave the bias X there. Resonance, we're going to drop him down a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, that hits the points. It's very mid heavy, very it's got a lot more treble in it. It's not that, it doesn't have that heavy chug that you get with new metal or the metal that's out there now. You know, it's right in the middle. Maybe we should make the word mid a good thing now. Let me put that back down to 4.5. That got changed. All right. Now let's work on this cab, right? Because that's the basis of tone, is the guitar, how you attack the strings. Then from there, your cable actually plays a huge part in it, right? Are you using a curly Q? Are you using a straight cable? Curly Qs actually do a thing, right? Those curly cables that you see that weigh 1,000,000 pounds and drag your guitar down, which would be a good thing to use if you have a guitar that has some wicked neck dive. Use a curly Q. It'll also calm down your tone big time. All right, so on this one, on the V30, 80s, 90s rock sound, we want tight lows, some aggressive mids, and this cab right here, the Cali V30, really gives it to us, right? So on the first one, I'm going to use a 57 dynamic. So let's get this condenser mic out of here. Let's go. Tried and true, 57. We're going to give it position 2, right? Let's, we can isolate this too and see what we want. And this is how I isolate it. You see how your level right here, see that? It says 0, watch this, dumped. Now we're getting nothing but 57. Let's give it a nice open G chord. That way we can get the full spectrum range and really hear what's going on. Yeah, 3. 3 is beautiful. All right, there we go. All right, that sounds good. Now, to imitate what a speaker cabinet actually does in the real, right? So what happens is when tone, after your guitar goes into an amp head, right, and it hits all the little things and it does all the little things, you adjusted everything on all the little knobby doos, right? Your volume, your gain, mids, highs, lows, presence, all that jazz, reverb if you have a tank reverb. Then all that data, all that signal gets processed even more at the speaker cabinet, right? There's a natural roll-off at the speaker cabinet. And guess what? That's typically at 70, 80 hertz. So we're going to go ahead and low cut this right off the rip. So let's see, we'll bounce in between 70 and 80 and see what we have. See what it sounds like. Nice. Yeah, that's it. All right, so high cut with modelers. There's this 7K fizz, right? And it's only modelers because it runs the full spectrum. An amp, a speaker cabinet, naturally cuts this off. If you didn't if you ran an amp head without speakers, just a load box, right? Just a load box, no cabinet emulation or anything like this, you'd get some of the same artifacting over there on the far end of the spectrum. And it's just harsh crap, right? Stuff that your ear either hates, hurts, or can't even process. So we're just going to go ahead and cut this right off. We're going to take this to a 7K on our high cut. Don't need any of the information after that. Don't need it. Very articulate. Yes. Yes, please. All right. We're going to leave the level at 0. We're going to keep it centered because this is going to be our dry lane, right? Right up the flipping middle. And then delay. We're not going to delay it. But there's going to be a trick. All right. So now that we got that dude dialed in, he sounds great. He sounds amazing, right? That tone is somewhat under control, so now I can bring it up for you guys. Let's see how we're hitting OBS there. All right. There we go. Yep, beautiful. All right. So, move this over here. All right. All set up. So, let's see. That looks good. Now we're going to go ahead and drop this level down to 0, right? Notice can't hear anything, right? Because we got both sides of this cabinet muted, basically, by dropping the level all the way down. So now we're going to bring this one back to unity or 0, right? Oh yeah, that good, awesome rock tone. All right, so in cabinet 2, right, 4x12 V30, we're gonna change this guy to a 121. Where are you? Right. That 121 gives us a little bit more body to that tone. Yeah, straight rockin'. All right, so let's mess around with this and see where we want the distance. That'll give us a little bit more volume. Notice it goes away and thins out right there. Let's really dial that in. So right at about 8. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. That's what I am talking about right there. All right, now let's work on its lateral. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I wonder if this will country. Yep, it does it. Can it finger tap? Yes, it can. Dude, and we haven't even begun to do the low cut, and that sounds hot. Does that smooths it out? And if you want it a little bit more raw, just leave it straight on. We're going to leave it a little bit straight on. I like it. Low cut once again. Take this guy to 75. Let's see. Oh, yeah. There we go. That is flipping solid right there. Double check we're getting. Yeah, we're getting right amount of dBs. We're getting you guys in there. Yep. All right. So now that we got them both dialed in, right? I got some secret sauce for you. You ready for this secret sauce? We're going to really make it sound like it's a 212. Because when you have a 212 in a room and you're hearing both speakers pump at you, there's little reflections off the walls, right? Little amp in the room effect, if you will. Well, we're going to emulate that. We're going to give this guy a 2 millisecond delay. And now we're going to bring in the 57. We're going to cut that delay down a little bit. See how that changes it? All right, now let's get that high cut going on this guy, because we forgot to do that. How could you guys let me forget to do that? Come on. Be like, hey, Thatch, dude, forgot that 7K roll off. Oh yeah, it does all the things. Let's see. It's all about playing with that amp, right? Getting the best tone possible. No, too spacey. Like there's a phase issue or something right there. 2 milliseconds. I like 2 milliseconds. Yep, that's it. All right. So we got that guy roughed in, right? Got the sub rubble out. Got the highs just whack. Cut them out. Got both the cabs firing at 0 dB. Let's see where we're hitting on the X-Air. Yep. Now, without compression, without EQ, we're sitting right at -10 at the front of house. That means we're not jamming the front of house with a bunch of garbage clipping the system. All right, so what's next? What should we do? EQ. We are going to throw in the Cali Q EQ and keep it simple. Because, I mean, this is what a lot of guys use. They just use a 6-band. Sometimes they would use a 10-band. A lot of times it was a 6-band EQ. Right? Now, this one specifically is designed off of the Mesa Boogie amps. Right? But I like it. It's a good EQ. Use it. So, let's make this, because the amp is 80% the way there, right? Already set. So, we're going to go ahead and, let's see, roll off that 80 a little bit. Yeah, that sounded good. That was right in the pocket. All right, so 240, let's see. Let's mess around. We're going to drop the 240 out just a little bit because we want those mids forward, right? We want mids forward. Mids forward means mids forward. Yes, yes. We're going to get that 22 out of here. That 22 just hurts, man. And that 22 comes into play when you're ripping it down, you know, the bottom of the neck. We're going to drop him down a little bit. And getting your CC DeVille on at 22 and above just hurts. So we're going to take some of that out and smooth that out a little bit. And then we're not going to mess with the level. The level is the level. Now you're probably thinking, Thatch, you're killing the body. Guys, remember, we're doing stereo wet. That's where the body came from, especially in this era. So just watch. Just wait. Listen. It's going to be amazing. But this is the classic, V shape that you would get for these power ballads, right? So, I mean, the amp is pushing hard. It's doing all the things perfectly right now. It's giving us the right amount of gain that we want. We want that, like, I'm a man. I'm a baller. I'm a shot caller. Yeah. So then what we're going to do is get our LA2 going. So we're going to use the LA Studio Comp. We're going to throw that guy in there. We don't need a lot of polish on this thing, okay, guys? You don't need to compress the snot out of this. All right, peak reduction. We're going to set this to 2.5. And if you want a video on what compression really does and how it works, guess what? We've got 2 videos on that. All right, one is on the Fender bends before Fender did what Fender did. And then the other one is compression within the Helix ecosystem, right? And how it works. And the temper tantrums it calms down. So the gain, we don't need a lot of gain. We're pushing all the gain. We're going to drop it down. We're going to bring it down to 3.4. Notice how that really, I'm doing open chords right there. So you can still hear all those individual notes. It's not this garbled mess of high gain that people are like, oh yeah, this is where That's where the tone is, just buttloads of gain and really loud. No, guy. No. Calm down. Emphasis. We don't need any emphasis. We don't need emphasis. And it's 100% mix. Now we're going to go, I like to go back and check and see what that compressor is actually doing. And I only want to see like 3 dB of reduction at most, right? And remember I said we were hitting about -10 where we were after the cabinets and everything. And now we are sitting like -12, which is the sweet spot. And the reason why I say this is the sweet spot is because when you're taking your XLR cable or your TRS out of your Helix and you're sending it to front of house, or you're plugging it into your own PA system, or you're just jamming at home on an FR speaker, right? You don't want to clip the system. Now, there's people that complain and say, oh, well, you know, these Helixes and the modelers, they can't handle real volume. Well, that's because they're not, somebody isn't setting up their digital effects the right way, right? They're not taking the system and taking that master volume and cranking it all the way up and then building their tone. You can almost liken it to taking your favorite tube amp, diming everything out, and then rolling back on your settings to find that sweet spot for that amp. You'd be amazed what you find. 100% amazed at what you'll find when you do that. It's great if you have the ability to do that. I would suggest doing that. Kick your significant other out of the house for a day, crank all your equipment up to 11, and send it. Try it. But yeah, so back on track, the LA Studio Comp, it's emulating the LA 2A compressor, right? It's smooth, it's musical, it keeps the rhythm tone consistent, it doesn't squash the tone. It's just going to make everything feel really good under your fingers. Make it feel studio ready. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds hot. That sounds amazing. I wonder if I can do one of the forbidden songs. Dude, we're already there. What's up? Yeah. Yeah, that's getting in the pocket. We're getting there. All right. Now, I'm going to do something that typically doesn't happen. A lot of these, you see these guys, and they have these pedal boards that are like 3-layered, filled with all the things to do all the things, and all the things are just going to the front of the amp. If you go and do a deep dive on your favorite guys, your favorite tones that you're chasing, they're not doing that, man. They're finding the amp that has their beautiful bass tone, which is what a lot of distortion pedals emulate. And then they're maybe running some sort of boost in the front of it just for articulation, and a wah pedal to really, you know, punch out the solos to give it a different dramatic feel or whatnot. Their EQ, The compressors, the time-based effects are all in the back end of the amp. So they're either running it into the effects loop or they're not running anything at all. And what's happening is all that stuff is being put in post inside the studio by the engineer. So if I have the ability to do that in Helix, why don't I just do that in the Helix? So let's go ahead and start building some of that. Let's grab this $15,000 pedal. Right? The Minotaur. We got a video on that. And let's give it that 80s treatment, because right now it's set kind of hot stock, right? Don't need much. 5150 is doing most of the work. We just want to give it that little slap in the back of the head going, hey dude. So we're going to set the gain down to 1.2 because we're already kicking a lot of gain, man. We're going to set the tone to 5 because we want right in the middle zone, and we're going to leave our level right at 6. See how that really kicked it in? It brightened it up. It brought that presence a little bit more forward, but controlled. Yes, please. Yes, please. Let's do that. Yes. I mean, that's what a Minotaur or a Klon was supposed to do, right? It was just meant to push the amp a little bit further. It's not a distortion pedal. That's not what they built it for in Nashville, right? And yes, it's a Nashville pedal. You know it's good. It came out of Nashville. So for the wah pedal, let's do this. Go down to the wah pedal. We are going to stay mono, right? Because this is just the dry guy. This is right up the middle. We're going to go throaty with it. We're going to change this to 2, and you're going to see why we're going to change this to 2. Okay? This is a thing. But yeah, we're going to change it position 2, right? Expression pedal 2. And we got to turn it on. Now, right now I got my position all the way back at heel, right? So let's get this guy acting right and sounding right. Hearing a little bit of change. There we go, 300. All right, cool. All right, our high, let's go ahead and get all the way forward. Right? Yeah. There we go. That's a good vocal range, right? Because we want it to kind of emulate a vocal. We want mix, 100%. We want full signal going through, so we're going to leave level at unity. All right, so let's go over to the board real fast. Let's play with this guy a little bit. Look, we can even get some 90s in there. All right. Enough of that. Turn that guy off. All right, let's get back to it. So, we've got our wah pedal, we've got our Minotaur clone, we've got our PV Panama, so the 5150 block. We've got our 212 in all actuality, but a 412. Cali V30, right? And both of those set up, one with a 57 and one with a 121 ribbon. Then we've got our 6-band graphic EQ, the Cali Q. And then we got our LA Studio Comp, which is the LA 2A. What is next? So now we have to adjust our output, right? And this is where we're really dialing things in. Now, don't be lazy about this. Don't just say, oh, well, I'm going to do multi, right? So it's going to go to the 1/4 inch outs, your TRS 1/4 inch outs, your XLR outs. It's going to go to send 1 and 2. It's going to hit everything. We don't want that. All right? Pick what you want it to go out of. Plus, trust me, this is going to make even more sense here in a minute when we get into the acoustic guitar that's going into this. Right? We're not even done with the electric guitar yet. We're still doing electric guitar. When the acoustic guitar comes in, you're going to be like, oh, I get it now. Because guess what? You're also going to need one of these little guys for this setup. So make sure you get yourself one of these little guys. You're going to need it. You'll see why. A little trick. So we're going to go ahead and set this one up for XLR out, right? And then we are going to leave that right there. It's hitting, I believe it's, yep, it's hitting right where we wanted it to. Yeah. Yep, that's perfect. That is beautiful. That wins. All right, so next up. Oh, let's change this guy too. Sorry. Got to change this to guitar in. On 59. Yep. All right, cool. Yep, guitar. All right, so next. Guess what? Same thing. Bam. So input gate on. Boom. We can be quick and easy about this by just coming up over here and saying, hey, guy, copy, paste, right? And then boom, it's pasted. All our settings. Right there, done. Now, of course, some weird signals getting passed through there, right? We're about to start building this. So once that's done, we're going to go with a different amp. All right, totally different amp. Let me explain why. So for this one, we're going to do an amp cab mix. One, for DSP reasons. Two, this guy right here, the Cali, Texas channel too. We've done a video on this, and I'm telling you, it is amazing. And if you go into the real amp, the topology, not the topography, the topology of this amp is almost identical to the rhythm channel on a 5150. So it really helps. It really helps when blending it with a high gain amp, right? Because this is our clean channel. This is our wet that we're building now. So we're going to go ahead and get this sounding right. So for right now, let's go ahead and duck this guy out, right? We know he's going to be set at 0, but for now, don't want to hear him. I just want to hear this guy. He's set to 0. That's doing its thing. Got our guitar doing its thing. Right? And that doesn't sound like a sweet, clean tone. So let's go ahead and get this guy going the right way. And then I want to change this guy up too, because he is going to be the exact same cab as the other ones as soon as I can find it. There we go. Yes. All right. All right. We're getting somewhere. By golly, we're getting somewhere. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and dial in this guy. Get this amp really crushing and in there. Oh, what's up, dude? Yes, so the 212 is a game changer. I'm glad you just got an FR so you can use your Helix. Yes, during live backyard shows. Yes, 100%, dude. That is a thing. Even for backyard shows, I don't use an FR speaker. I just run in-ears for all this stuff. It's a lot. I like it. It's better. I find it easier for pack in and pack out, but that's just me. All right, let's get back to getting this set up. So drive 1, we are going to go to, we're going to clean this guy up. I know, you're like, oh my God, you're neutering it. Just wait. All right, so that's single coil. And that's humbucker. Ooh, wow, that's spanky. All right, enough of that. All right, so once again, we got to cut this bass out, right? Mid forward. Mid forward. Mid forward. All right, get some 5.8 going on that mid. I want the mids. I want the mids. Ooh, that treble's pretty close. Let's see where we are. Let's see we are. Yep. Shape. We're gonna leave shape normal. Ooh. Yeah. Gives me too much. There we go. Yep. Shape right there. How's that channel volume looking? Let's get us some volume in here. Yes. We don't need a lot of presence since this is going to be wet. We don't want it like pick attack heavy, because remember, presence is like treble's older brother that actually works out. Presence will punch you in the face. Ooh. I mean, that right there sounded pretty awesome. Yup. All right. Let's get a little bit more volume in here. Some body too. So your master really helps with that. Ooh. We got more volume, but now we're getting some breakup that I don't want. Let's drop this guy down. There we go. Damn. If you're in a country band, man, you can use that one. And then your lead singer can tell you, oh, that's too much distortion for us, man. And be like, dude, I took it all out. All right, so drive 1, drive 2 is set. We got our bass set, we got our mid set, we got our treble set, channel volume set. Got our shape done, we got our presence dialed down because we don't need a buttload of that. We needed to bring the master volume up so we can get some signal in, right? Sag, I'm gonna leave sag and ripple at all. Sag at 5, ripple, let's drop that down a lot. Yeah, that smoothed it out big time. Yeah. Bias 5, and then how much? Yeah, right there. Gotta hydrate. Liquid death. Yeah, that's the channel you want to use for like singing leads. Yep, that's it. That's the money ticket right there. All right, now we need to start adding some body to this. cut out the lows first. Kill that 7K. All that stuff. Ooh, 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 buddy. Yes, sir. Yes, please. I'll take some more of that. All right, so we got the amp, we got the cab dialed in. Next thing's next. We're gonna get some chorus in there. And we are gonna go stereo with this because we want it all over the place. We want it over the spectrum. Let's see what. Trinity. Yes. Ooh. Ooh. Uh-oh. Undo that. Oops. Made a boo-boo. You didn't see it. It didn't happen, right? So, stereo, Trinity chorus. We're going to get... Oh. Oh, yeah. Had to think about that one for a second. All right, so that's the stock settings. It's a little heavy. Let's bring that rate down. There we go. Yeah. It's wrapping around my head now, not... Yes. All right, now let's get the depth under control. So with the Trinity, right, we're running a left, center, right. And with that being said, it's really panning across the spectrum of left and right. And I really love this one. Oh my gosh. Yep. That was spanky. All right. So let's drop you down. I want you to rap. Ooh. All right, that's rapping a little too much still, so let's drop that center down a good jump. Bring him down to 2. Match this with the left. Let's see what we got. Ooh. Oh yeah, yeah. That. Oh yeah, you can get all the sensual out of that. Yeah. All right, so we're good there. Preset on. We're not going to be programming it, so manual off. Left boost, off, off, off. Stereo mode, 100%. We do want some of that dry signal coming through. And then we don't need to push it. Oh yeah. Nice. We're getting there. We're getting somewhere. We're doing the things. All right. Now let's get some delay in here. Click on the block. Delay. Of course, we're doing stereo. Duck delay. Ooh. Whamp, 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 whamp. Yes. Let's get the right amount of delay though. Let's see. Take this up to... Ooh, yeah. Yes. Yep. That was slop. All right. That's pretty good. All right, let's get our low cut right. We don't want a lot of lows. We want it to sing. There we go. Low cut, high cut. Yeah, there we go. Get that mix right, because we don't want it. We want it present. We don't want it overpowering. We don't want it like, oh wow, God, he's using a ton of delay. It's in passing, right? It's just there to fill that gap in transitioning. Like, see that note in between? That's what we're trying to achieve right there, and that did it beautifully. That's a great mix right there. Once again, let's drop this down so we're not overloading the front of the house. We're going to leave scale at 100. Threshold. $50. I'm a middle of the road kind of guy. Ducking, I don't want it to duck that much. All right, the attack, I want it to happen right away, but musically. Right, so we're going to pump it to 60. Yeah, that looks good. And then it's going to release. It's going to have some release. There we go. And then trails on. Now, that's huge because say I had this patched in, right? To where I can turn it on and off when I want it and need it. Which is a very, it's a thing. You should do this. If I didn't have trails on, I had it off, when I hit that final note, it would kill it all. With trails on, it'll allow that note to linger, that effect to linger, that. All right. All right, so let's see. Chorus, delay, what am I forgetting? Ah, yes. If you're watching and you're not telling me what's next, I'm disappointed. Reverb. Can't forget the reverb. Everybody loves reverb. Oh my God, reverb. But here's the thing. Reverb didn't become this huge, awesome thing until flippin' John Mayer came out with his estrogen music. I respect the guy, great guitar player. But God, the reverb was heavy, bro. I'm not a huge reverb guy. It has its place, right? It does. 100% has its place. But not at the top of the food chain. Let's get some plate reverb in there. Stereo, of course, right? We're building a stereo rig. It needs to be stereo. All right. So, let's see. Let's get 2.8. Like, look. No. I'm sorry, I'm not going on tour with jars of clay or anything like that. There we go. Let's extend this out a little bit. Alright. First, let's kill these so we can really see what we're messing with. It's still bloom. I don't want it to die right away, but I don't want it to linger so long that it's annoying. All right? I'm not playing a pad. It's supposed to feel natural. Do I like that one? Plate's good. What about room? Hall? Ooh, yeah. Yeah, let's go here. Yeah, we're going to go hall. Yes. We're getting there. Now, too much. Yeah, there we go. A little tighter. Calm it down in the mix. Present but not overpowering. Yeah, right. Yeah, I like that right there. There we go. Don't want lows in this. And you definitely don't want like screeching highs inside your reverb. Yeah, right there. And we're gonna... Yeah. That means we'll low cut 200. Wherever I put a low frequency cut, right? Think of it like a shelf. That low frequency is going to shelf at 250 and then cut at 200. And then that high. We can let some more highs in there. Yeah. Remember, don't want to push the system, and trails on. Always got to have those trails on, guys. So if you notice that tone difference right there, all I'm doing is switching between a coil split. All right. So let's turn all these back on, see what we got. Yeah. Yeah, so that's like all the great things in the world right there. It's almost like a lexicon style modulated reverb. Yes, that's the money ticket. All right, so now we got to adjust the output. We're going to go XLR, right? Because we assign it something. It gets assigned a thing. And we see where we're hitting on our front of house. Yep. All right, so I'm content. I'm hitting right at negative 12, right? But I don't want to be negative 12 on this channel. So what I want to do is I'm going to drop this down 3 decibels and see where I start hitting. So it should be, in theory, negative 15, right? So that way it blends in. Watch this. It's almost like you have 2 guitars going on at the same time, but you don't. You have a dry channel, and you have a wet channel playing the exact same thing at the exact same time. And because it's the topology of these amps are so similar, which means when they emulated these into the Line 6, it's so similar. So they pair up very well for a wet, dry, wet, or a wet and dry. Mix. And then you can go full on Timmy. I love Ted Nugent. That's all I'm going to say. I love Ted Nugent. That guy, man, he's a madman. But, I mean, that tone works perfectly for that era right there. Yeah. It's got that. It's got that thing, that power ballad tone. Yep. That's the sauce. That's the thing. All right. We've got one more thing to put in. We're going to put it in right here at the very end of this guy. Right? We're going to put a volume pedal in. This guy's going to 1. We're on expression pedal 1. And here's why. This is the golden ticket of any wet, dry, wet rig, right? Oh, we haven't activated it. You put it right there at the end of your dry signal, and then you can blend the dry and the wet together. And right there, I mean, that does 3 things for you with just the rolling of a volume pedal. It's flipping beautiful. It's simple. It's easy. It's genius. That's the genius that we got from those guys in the 80s and 90s, is the use of a simple expression pedal. I'm telling you, it was great. All right, so now we're going to move on to the last little nugget of this thing that's going to blow your mind. Because right now you're thinking, okay, well, that's it, right? No, that's not it. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? And with the low purchase of watching this video, you get this added bonus. The acoustic guitar build. Inside this, when you think the DSP is already loaded, it cannot take any more. Oh my God. Guess what? It can. Hold on. Let me go get a cord real fast. Because I totally forgot to grab a cord. All right, we're back. And we need a chord for an acoustic guitar. And yes, we are period correct with this thing, guys. This is a 1987 Guild. This thing is beautiful. It has one problem, though. There's no preamp built into this thing. So, it's got the piezo pickups. And it sounds just... I don't know if you guys can hear this. Hold on. Yeah, you can hear it somewhat. I mean, it's not really EQ'd for an acoustic guitar through this mic, but it's got all the 87 feel. Don't hunt me down, Richie. I know that's your favorite riff. Not your favorite riff, but God, that was a banging riff. All right, so let's get this guy built. That way I can show you guys what's going on, because this is going to be a madhouse now. So right here, this lane is called DSP0, right? And this lane is called DSP1. So what we're going to have to do is start on DSP1. And we're going to make this is DSP1A right now. And I am going to put a preamp in here. And we're going to drop this guy down, right? So we create that path. And then we're going to go like this. And we're going to say this is aux, because now we've got the electric guitar plugged in to the Helix. Now we're plugging in at the same time our acoustic guitar. So input gate, I mean, you can have it on, you can have it off. It depends on your acoustic guitar. You're going to have to set your gain staging for your acoustic guitar. Next trick is this guy right here. See this guy, this little guy? You definitely need to worry about this little guy right here. So this little guy we're going to set to send 1, 2, right? Now, up here, watch this. We're going to click right here. And then we're going to put in a compressor right here. Going to get our LA Studio comp, and we're going to drop it down. And we're going to take this little guy. We're going to take this little guy, and now we've got another lane. Send 1 here, return 1. And now we're going to have signal. It's beautiful. Can't really hear it right now. Hold on, because I've got to set this up now. This guy is going to go XLR out. He's going to be right up the center. He's going to be there. We're going to go pre. We're going to get we're going to bump this up because we've got to increase the signal going into the return. Right? This is all part of our gain staging. gonna go up to 10 because I mean it's rough. Like I said, we're working with passive piazzos right now. All right. And this guitar loves these EQ settings. So like I said, you're going to have to play with your acoustic guitar. This is based off of a 1987 Guild that has passive piazzos in it. So I'm going to do a low cut at 120. I'll start at 100 because I do want some lows. Yeah, we're getting somewhere already. All right, I want a high cut 8K because we don't need a lot of highs out of this, right? We don't want to mask that lead guitar. All right, now let's see where we're hitting on this on the front of the house. Because remember, we got this and this turned off. Like, oh wait, no, got the signal unplugged for that. So the only thing that front of house is seeing right now is this acoustic guitar, and it is hitting yep, right where we want it to. It's getting some gain reduction because we threw that compressor in there, but that's fine. We're gonna rectify that. We're gonna get that right, that's for sure. All right. So like I said, we're going in. I've got the input gate off because this isn't putting the preamp, and this is non-existent. It's going into a preamp here, crank to 10. We got our low cut and high cut going based off of our equipment. Level is line for this. And then 8.4 on the gain level for that. Then we come over here to send 1, 2, and we're adding some more gain because it's got to make that jump from send to return, and then we're hitting our compressor, right? So next, with this compressor, we want to peak reduction 3. We don't want much reduction, right? We want to see how much reduction we are getting. So we're going to toggle it off. All right, so it's hitting -25 with it off. So that means we have to play with this because right now the compressor isn't compressing, it's acting as a boost, right? So we're going to drop this guy down, turn it off. We're going to bring this guy up a little bit. Come back over here. Add a little bit more gain there. All right, so right now I'm looking over at my EQ, or at my front of house. It's peaking at 15, which is fine. So now let's turn this guy on and see what it does. Yeah, that's beautiful. It's not coloring, it's not adding gain, it's not taking away really. It's just really gluing the tone together. I want emphasis at 0 because we just want the glue. Yes. I'm gonna mute my mics for a second. That way you guys can really hear what's going on. This is something of beauty. Yeah, that's the bee's knees. We're almost done here. Look at that. All right, so next, after our compressor, is our EQ. Right, so we're going to get, once again, we're going to go back to the Cali Q, just a simple 6-band EQ. Not even 6, it's a 5-band EQ, right? Because this one's level. Doesn't count. I mean, it counts, but doesn't really count. And then we're going to roll off on that 80. Bring it down. Yeah, that sounds beautiful. At 240, we're going to bring him down a little bit. 750, pump him up. And then remember those highs. We want to drop those highs out a little bit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, so the next little trick that we're going to do right here is we're going to add an acoustic sim, right? I got it. We're playing through an acoustic guitar. Why do we need, Thatch, why do we need an acoustic simulator? This is going to make it sound like it's mic'd. Just in case you don't want to have to mic your acoustic guitar at the same time. So, boom, right? So we're going to go jumbo here. We're going to make it really have some body. And drop off some of that top. And then some of that simmer because the microphone roll off. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, come on. Does it get any better than that? It does. It does, ladies and gentlemen. Because guess what? Now we've got to widen this acoustic guitar, right? It's the center stage. It's the... Yeah, that's in for the win, guys. All right, so next, let's get a widener in here. All right, now we don't need a lot of width because we just need it to flood a little bit over into the left and right. And you'll notice it seems louder when you do it. That's because you're not separating the tone across to left and right so much. Yes. And we're going mono in. We got to make sure we have it set right. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. That makes my soul happy. And drop this just a little bit more. There we go. All right, now let's see what we're actually looking at the board. Yeah, that looks beautiful. Yeah, front of house would be happy with that signal. So we don't have to add a gain block at all there. So, what are we missing? We're missing a looper. Boom. Throw in a looper. Guys, that's it. So, I mean, quick overview. We're running an acoustic guitar as the backbone of a stereo rig, right? I mean, does it get any better than that? Well, let's try it out and see how well this works, because yeah, why not? Let me see. There you go. Yeah. So now that we got that going, let's plug the guitar up and see what we got. There you go, guys. You spent the time with me. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your night. 8 o'clock. Build the preset. Go try it out. Jam it out. Have fun. See what you can come up with. I'm Thatch. This has been Building Tone with Thatch. And we will catch you later.